this week, take off to the Costa del Sol, where the good life is threatened in El Cid tomorrow.
You show your face here, and I'll shoot you!
Help is on hand from a new partner.
Father and daughter, apart, they're formidable.
Together, they're unstoppable.
On Tuesday, another unstoppable partnership, shaking up intoxicating cocktails. Tom Cruise is the bartender providing a very special service. On Thursday, the camera provides powerful evidence for Taggart.
Good God. Colin, take a look at that.
On Friday, mystery for the good guys when a wealthy businessman disappears.
I am certain that Sir Humphrey was murdered.
So, if he's pretending to be dead, what's he doing sauntering about all over London?
Mystery, murder, and a top movie premiere. A winning combination, starting tomorrow on TVS.
In 10 minutes, the latest football news and views from Saint Greavsie. Now the news from ITN.
Hello, there's some rain moving south across Britain this afternoon. Very different story from the cold and frosty picture we've had for so long. But after tonight, it's back to the same old story again, I'm afraid. That's where the rain's going to be through this afternoon, moving slowly south, I think, across northern England, into the Midlands, and eventually into the southeast tonight. But behind it, some much brighter weather, already a lot of sunshine over Scotland and Northern Ireland, and that brighter weather edging on south behind the rain. But for the far south, it's going to stay mostly cloudy, I think, through the afternoon, with what sunshine there is soon disappearing, and then some rain to come later this evening and tonight. Temperatures, though, today, quite a variation. It's mildest, as it has been for several days now, up in the north and west. 9, for instance, is about 48. It's been a very cold start in the southeast. 4 or 5 is the best you'll get there. Join me again later if you can for more details on tomorrow. It's basically a fine day, I think, for most of us. Here's the summary.
Good afternoon. An elderly man has died in a fire at his home in Northfleet. Forensic experts have been combing the lounge of the house in East Kent Avenue where the body was discovered. It's believed a cigarette may have started the blaze. The victim was a heavy smoker who lived alone, and detectives say there were no suspicious circumstances. A man has been remanded in custody by Basildon magistrates charged with attempted murder. Nejmi Champ, who's 29 and from the town, is also accused of possessing a firearm with intent to endanger life. Essex police are still hunting a second man after a car was blasted with a sawn-off shotgun in a violent confrontation 2 days ago. The shots were fired after a van and a car crashed in Pitsea following a chase. A gang got away with a large haul of jewellery after ram-raiding a shop in Brighton. They drove a stolen hire car through protective shutters at Ernest Jones Jewellers in Churchill Square and took display goods. Police are investigating the possibility that the gang escaped in a second stolen hire car, a red Renault Clio, registration number J880HRV. A gunman escaped with thousands of pounds in a building society robbery at East Grinstead. The raider walked into the Alliance and Leicester in London Road, threatened staff with a handgun and demanded cash. Police say the man is of Mediterranean appearance. He wore a blue baseball cap with a white scarf wrapped around his face. A motorist has died in hospital after his car crashed near Horsham in Sussex. 24-year-old Brian Richardson suffered multiple injuries in the accident. His Vauxhall Astra left the road near the Redland Bricks Company in Langhurst Wood Road and hit a tree. A dossier is being compiled on the impact of squatters on Canterbury High Street. It's being carried out by the city's MP, Julian Brazier, and the chairman of the Chamber of Trade, Tony de Luckham. A brickmaking company which took over a disused coal mine in Kent has won a major environmental award. Steatley Products turned the Tilmanston colliery into an £11 million factory, employing 50 people. It's now won overall prize from the Industry in Kent Environment Awards. Judges praised the firm's use of shale waste from the former colliery to produce around 30 million bricks a year. The Archbishop of Canterbury has laid the foundation stone to a new Citizens Advice Bureau in the city. The building is currently under construction in St Peter's Lane. During the ceremony, Dr George Carey praised the work of the Bureau staff. Well, that's all for now. We're back with more news and the day's sport at 5:05 this afternoon. Do join us then.
The weather now, and it will be a dry and bright afternoon, but with some mist in places and temperatures rising to 5 degrees Celsius. Tonight, outbreaks of light rain around midnight and temperatures falling to 2 degrees Celsius. Saint Greavsie look at the FA Cup 4th round in just a moment.
I do enjoy these family get-togethers. Gives one a good chance to catch up with everyone's financial wheeler dealings. Not that there's much of that in your family.
Well, actually, most of my lot with the Alliance and Leicester.
Shrewd financial acumen, Martyn, cannot be acquired. It's inbred. You take my nephew Herbert. Now, he's as sharp as a button. Q, where'd you get that?
Oh, I've got a Cash Plus account. I can save up, get cash out whenever I want.
Nick, my savings are in Euro reversible trouser bonds.
So you're going to the party tonight?
I'll have to see if I can liquidise my assets.
How long will that take?
About 6 months.
Die.
Kids?
Well, the Alliance and Leicester have always made saving simple for me. Even my granddad swears by them.
So, by the 90-day account simply gives me very high interest.
Investment is never simple, Martyn. Ask my wise old grandfather. He stalks the stock exchange with the killer instinct of a coiled cobra. See?
From 8 to 80, you get a smarter investor at the Alliance and Leicester.
In 3/4 of an hour, saloons and single-seater cars provide the racing action in Motorsport Special. First, the latest from the football scene with Saint Greavsie.